be
No.
hero bad.
I'm gonna be
Right?
evilliest, darkiest.
Okay, guys, we need new details on the game mechanics, please. What have you added that's new?
What have we added? That's where do we
New
start?
since when?
Where do we
New
start?
since when is like the question, because like since
KI2?
Since KI2, we could have a whole couple of shows about
We
it.
don't have enough time.
So I mean, maybe it just makes sense to talk more about the
from Gamescom.
So
okay.
the 3-hit linkers, and then we redid all the timing for all the linkers, so that some of them are exceptionally fast, much harder to time, or much harder to see. Same with the supers. So your super linkers all used to be about 1 speed, and you break super linkers by, timing. So you kind of mediums, and you'll hear the announcer 1, 2, 3, and they used to all be 1 cadence. And so they've been changed now so that every character, different linkers go different speeds. And that's why you'll see in this build, some of them, if you do a super linker, it's 5 hits almost as fast as you can hit the button 3 times. It does a nice job of speeding up the combos, but it also, more importantly, again, adds to the breaker game, which is really... Okay. Oh.
So it adds to the breaker game. If you know the linker that your opponent is doing, then you have a better chance of trying to react and break it. But some are just so fast that you can't react.
Sorry, Glacius fans, I am not representing.
And we also tweaked the speed of the doubles as well. We've sped up the light doubles. We've as well as the medium doubles. So we gave them a bit more of a speed differentiation. So the light doubles basically it's impossible to break them. So they're low risk, but they build up your KV, so you can't have combos that are as long.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh my days.
But they are safer.
Does Sadira have a dive kick?
She actually does
have a dive kick.
She does. She has more like a...
It's not an angle dive kick, but that's a dive kick.
She does have a dive kick. Yeah. And
trust me, guys. Yeah, please. She's not has more. Please, go on.
And because she has the double jump, she has...
Oh my God! Okay, give her the dive kick. Give her the dive kick.
Yeah. That's what I get for like talking and thinking while I should be playing and winning. There we go.
Oh, the super armor.
Yep.
I still think there is something design-wise to be done in terms of the arbitrary timer that we see in every fighting game.
The arbitrary what?
Timer. There's a design element that I'd love to see the developers.
Wow, that's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
We don't have time to get into that. But,
that got deep.
Yeah.
So
really.
you mean speeding it up or slowing it down,
like
or
determining a winner without a timer, or different ways other than timer and
or just
type stuff?
Well, I guess it's kind of I guess you could say it's arbitrary because it's just 99 seconds. That's become kind of like the standard,
we are twice because we have 2 life bars, but it's kind of arbitrary as well.
Yeah, I could say the way we're probably thinking about it is just do these matches feel too long? Are they dragging on too long? Are they too fast? We want to have the right pacing for the matches.
And that's certainly something we've tweaked a lot as the game's gone on.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where this game was kind of timeout central, and we've see a whole lot less of that now.
Oh yeah, way less. Since we added the potential damage decay, it's made a huge difference.
We also have the obvious most likely case for timeout would be Glacius, and even those have been fixed. Some of it with increasing damage when you get closer. Some of it with just I think it's the fireball you can hold over your head. It does a lot to making people feel safer, getting in that sort of medium distance, which is where you can use the spike, and it really just caused people to run away less. But maybe in some ways the biggest change to the Glacius turtle isn't what you might think. When we went to the all stages can scroll back, and now Glacius across the screen actually can't attack you. He can only attack you if he's inside normal screen space, so he doesn't try and run away as much. And we really don't see, at least amongst ourselves, timeout really never happens anymore.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's very rare, and it's great because it means that you're getting in there, you're doing damage, people are mixing it up, and matches aren't going on too long. So yeah, we're really happy with how it's turning out.
To Ken's point, one of the biggest things we did to reduce timeouts was we sped up the auto doubles and made them considerably harder to break. You guys remember Evo? It just breaks left and right, combo breaker. You see a whole lot less of that now.
Yep. And again, that added with more people learning how to do. With more people learning how to do the counter breaker, causes you to at least think more before you go and do some giant long combo on something. And I would argue I suffer from that more than any. When you see both Torn and Campbell cashing in long combos, I'm sort of afraid because I know both of them and Adam can counter me at will when. So I try and play the counter breaker game, but then I get afraid of it, so I don't make my combos quite so long, just to make sure I can cash in those 20 to 30. Because nothing hurts as bad as getting the little mark up to 4 where you're going to get a 4-8 finisher, and then being combo broken right at the end and watch your damage flush.
Yep.
But because of the way the potential damage counts down now, there's actually also a game to intentionally dropping a combo and it's starting immediately, and you can get 60, 70% damage combos now.
Yeah, resets are viable, for sure. Yeah.
And they come into play for making the time last less. But I'm still kind of curious what the question meant. Because it would be interesting to think about, are there moves that have impact on the timer?
Oh, that would be really interesting, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, that's really I can make it game end. Game over. Win button.
That might be too much power in the hands of Victor.
Yeah, but that's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first from this guy.
From Mr. Awesome comment person. And again, I think it's very telling the way we play the game when we're kind of, working, looking at builds. I call it working. We used to turn the timer off a lot, and we never turn it off anymore. So I mean, that in itself kind of says that we fixed it.
Yeah, and again, potential damage decay is like a huge factor in matches not going on too long. Just making players mix it up, creating a lot more tension in the game. So previously, when you were doing a combo and you're building up potential damage, if you drop the combo, all of that potential damage went away. But now that potential damage persists for a while, and it drains down, so it creates this pressure on the aggressor to try to cash in that damage.
To get back in,
to get back in. Again. And if they do, all they have to do is do one ender, and they get all of that damage. And you can see some really insanely just damaging combos, just heartbreaking stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah, and
it creates some really high moments.
It also dropping flushes your KB meter. So you can end up in these scenarios where someone's sitting there with 15 or 20 points of potential damage. You drop and restart, and your KB meter is empty. And so you can go do what would normally be 48%, and all of a sudden it's 70. There you go. That's
When is Ken getting Berserker Mike says, when is Ken getting Mike at KI Leather Jackie? You ask? I think around November.
I only have one of the old ones. I will say, if we do those again, they won't be 17 inches thick. It's a beautiful jacket, but it kind of has to be like 40 below zero to wear it. It's cold. I mean, this thing is like, I think you could fall off a Harley at 100 and you wouldn't scrape your elbows if you're wearing that jacket.
Good to know.
I don't know bar.
Yeah, you're like, counter that.
Oh,
now you do.
What will happen with classic costumes regarding Sadira?
That's a good question. So the question was, what happens with classic costumes for someone new like Sadira?
We try to do something really interesting and really fun with the character. I've seen her alternate costume and it's pretty rad. So yeah, stay tuned. It's good stuff.